Can we start, madam? Can we start?
And what do you think?
Oh my God, guys, it's the lovely T. And I'm here on the Obamacare of Podcasts. No, let me stop.
You petty. I like lovely T. Depending, some of her views be a little, yeah.
Her voice
but you know,
annoying.
I like her videos.
Her voice is annoying.
Like, I can't listen to her end clips of her messages where she be like, let's get the discussion popping. I can't do all of that. But I will say she is very informative. She reminds me of Unwind with Tasha K. Unwind with Tasha K, she sounds a lot like MC Light. That's what she reminds me of. Love Tasha K. But Lovely T is very informative. She makes sure she got all the facts, and she don't report no BS. And she do a lot of research and stuff with her content. So that's why I listen to her.
Yeah, well, her voice is annoying as hell. So
she sound like Nicki Minaj to me.
No.
That's what she sound like to me. I think Nicki Minaj should just never talk. I just think she should rap. I love Nicki Minaj. I think she's cold. A lot of people don't like her, whatever. I really don't care what her body look like. I'm just saying her music to me is, when she really putting effort into her music, is actually really good. But that's what she talk like to me. She sound exactly like Nicki Minaj. So I wonder if they from the same hood. But whatever.
Go to timeout.
What?
Go to timeout, little T-Mark. Go to timeout. This nigga say Nicki Minaj and Lovely T sound alike.
They do sound like me.
This bullshit.
It's kind of nasally.
Yes.
For real, it's kind of nasally.
Nasally, yes, I give them that. But sound alike, man, not so much.
They don't say, people like, I don't know where it's from, but I had an old manager that talked like that. And when they say like, oh, I have a thought, or I thought about, they don't say thought, they say thought. Like, I know what they're trying to say, but it sounds like they're saying thought. Shut up, nigga. Are we recording this?
We are recording. I was finna ask you if I can do some introductions for the people, you know what I mean, just tuning in and don't know that we be talking all shit before we actually start. But we start when we want to start, nigga. We ain't got to do no introductions. We could just go ham if we really wanted to, but we're not going to do that because the Obamacare podcast would not do that. Now, the Trump Care of Podcasts would. The Trump Care of Podcasts out here grabbing pussies, but the Obamacare podcast, we not out here doing that. We respect the women, ladies, which is why I have my wonderful co-host in here today, Rebecca Quarles. What's up, Becky?
What's up, man? I'm feeling pretty great after 14 hours of sleep. That was good stuff.
I feel that. 14 hours. On the Crypt Keeper looking ass side of the game. That's cool.
On the who?
On the Crypt Keeper side of the game.
Oh my God, I hate that damn show, man. You know, I'm so scared.
Welcome to the Crypt.
That show is the reason why I cannot sleep in a basement.
You bullshit.
I am not kidding. There's this episode where they had like the old black guy who plays in whatever movies and stuff now. He was some nigga and his basketball just came bouncing down these dark ass steps, and then you just see this shoe just bouncing down. It's like, it was terrible. Yeah, it was the reason I can't sleep in the basement. Can't do it.
Right. Anyways.
Don't dismiss my childhood trauma.
Right. Anyways,
maybe I can sue them for pain and suffering. I mean, everybody else suing people for shit. You know how it go.
Like I was saying before I was interrupted by Rebecca's childhood traumas here, I am King David. I am your host and your benefactor of this podcast that has yet to be canceled. Why hasn't it been canceled? Because I do the shit myself on this little pussy-ass laptop.
And they probably scared of what you gonna do in that jail tank top you got on right now.
Man, I'm over here in this building, you know, you got the radiators, and you know it'd be warm outside, but you can't necessarily turn the radiators off because it takes such a long time for that boiler to kick back up and get the place warm again. So if it was to get cold, then you'd be looking stupid. So it's easier to just leave your boilers on until you actually know, until it gets hot. You've had a house full of boilers, nigga. You know that.
True.
I don't have to explain this shit to you. But this is episode 9 of the Socially Conscious St. Louis podcast. Again, I am King David. I'm in here with Rebecca Quarles. And we finna get started, man. We're going to go ahead and get started like we didn't already wasn't started. But before we get to sitting the fine too bad, you got to know who this is and what we about. So today, speaking of my podcast not being canceled, we got to get on your girl Monique, man.
I agree with some of her opinions. I agree with some of the stuff she had to say.
Okay, what do you agree with, Becky?
Okay, so...
Fuck that! No,
before I was really interrupted. This is the thing. I agree with kind of, sort of. Mm-hmm. Because it's a lot that I don't agree with. There's a lot that I don't agree with. But, shut up, nigga. I agree with why she did what she did. I agree with why. And if this, and maybe this is just the female part of me sympathizing with her a little bit because I've had to kind of experience this at work in regards to people being mistreated and nobody's saying anything about it and having to be the person to stand up and say, this shit is wrong. Yada, yada, yada. If that is what she's doing, I can understand the premise behind it. Now, I don't agree with her saying that she is the most decorated comedian, because that is not accurate information.
Alive.
By no means.
She's not alive. She's the most decorated comedian.
Alive. Yeah, I gotta admit, she's the most decorated comedian alive.
Just throw away Paul Mooney, but that's cool.
Even if she was dead, she would still not be the most decorated
I say, nigga,
comedian.
just throw away Paul Mooney, nigga. Dick Gregory just died, okay? So let's not do that. And
then you still got a lot of the greats that are still out here, like Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, some of the people who she feel that she should be paid as much as.
The black men that she threw under the bus.
Now, I tried to see this from both points of view. I still don't agree with how Monique went about it. Her point of view was Netflix kind of dug themselves a hole. Whatever, nigga. Because what they did was give her ammo to say what she needed to say. That's what I believe. Whatever, nigga. You and that forehead.
Here comes the Z's, nigga.
Anyway. Right, on the Darlene OG side of the game. Shout out to 5150. We love y'all. But no, I think Netflix should have worded it better. When they came to Amy Schumer, they told her they didn't look at the resume, but then they was naming stuff off Amy Schumer's resume as to why they did what they did. And then when they came to Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle, they were saying, well, we paid them this much because they're legends. And then they turned around and called Monique a legend. Now, what I think Netflix meant was basically what I heard in the Sway video was what they meant, which was what she was saying. They pay you off of relevancy, not necessarily because of your resume or what you've done, this and that. It's who's hot in the street.
Obviously.
And I think if Netflix would have left it like that and not necessarily saying, Amy Schumer did this and this and this, even though that bitch is a hack, and then turn around and say, Dave Chappelle and this is a legend, but you're a legend too. If they would have left out all of that conversation and just kept it how they had it at first, which was, we pay you off of relevancy, then I think it would have been fine. She might not have took the deal, but we wouldn't have all this BS going on. I feel like everybody is jumping on this whole Me Too bandwagon, and it's not that big of a deal. To us poor simpleton people like us, okay? $500,000 is a lot of money. She feels like she getting lowballed. Maybe she is, maybe she ain't. But I'm just saying, ain't nobody really checking for Monique like that because she left her core audience when she decided to fully migrate over to Hollywood. And now you need your core audience, but you haven't done anything for your core audience. That's all I'm saying. So I kind of agree if what she's doing is for the right reasons. If not, I'm kind of like 75-25 on this. Like, I 75% feel like it's bullshit, and 25, I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm trying to give people benefit out. Whatever, I'm done. Done with my dumb woman rant.
All right, man. Took up about 3/4 of our time of us being here. That long ass explanation on some shit. But what they should have said, look, bitch, we don't fuck with you. That's what they should have done. Look, Monique, we don't fuck with you. We gonna throw you this little pussy ass paper because we think we can make a little bit of money off of you. But we don't fuck with you like that. We don't like you. Nobody likes Monique anymore. Monique be stirring up too much shit. Like, okay, when you had the Lee Daniels Oprah situation, okay, cool. I feel you, sister. They did you wrong, and you had the receipts to back it up. I was with you 110%. They blackballed you.
Yes, they did.
Now, why is you going all sway still talking about these same niggas from 2 and 3 years ago? What is your problem? You turn it into another... What's the name? Hold up. Janet Hubert.
Oh
the
my
first
gosh.
Aunt Viv. The first Aunt Viv. Beautiful, talented. But you becoming the next Aunt Viv. Like you becoming bitter. You becoming a bitter black woman. And you tripping off some folk who don't even fuck with you. You crying about some people who don't fuck with you.
And they don't care.
About,
and then,
crying about Netflix giving you $500,000. Bitch, if you don't like it, don't try to get us to boycott Netflix because you don't like the offer that they gave you. It's racial discrimination and gender.
I watched Netflix before we started the podcast.
Gender. This is not a gender issue.
It's not.
The black man and the black woman have never had a gender issue. Pre-slavery, the black man and the black woman have never had a gender issue. We had warrior queens. Like Queen Nzinga was one of them. She was Angolese, I believe. She fought the Portuguese for pretty much all of her life. She played the game. She won some and she lost some. We've had warriors, queens, and queens in power. Nigga, we've had black women throughout Haiti and all this old other history, bruh. That black man, African man, whatever you want to call it, has never had a problem with his woman shining. Never. Ever, ever, ever. In the African culture, they revere the black woman because she is the mother of all creation, of all societies. So, the black man and the black woman have never had a problem. It was only recently with these last 500 years that we've had a problem with each other, but that's just because of all the fucked up shit that we've had to endure. But for you to throw Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock under the bus, you ain't no good. What in your mind do you feel it acceptable to throw two highly successful black men under the bus who are far more successful than Monique will ever be in her lifetime? And that's just calling a spade a spade. That's just facts. But don't talk about this gender discrimination because these two highly qualified black men are getting paid more than you, but then you want to backtrack talking about some, well, they should be getting paid what they be getting paid. Then why the hell would you bring their names up in conversation? Amy Schumer, yes. Amy Schumer is a hack. You should get more than Amy Schumer. I feel you. But how dare you throw, and you talking about all this black love, I love you black people, but you gonna throw two black men under the bus who did nothing to you? Really, Monique?
And try to add that humbly to it. Humbly. No, bro, you should have left them out of it. You ain't even in the same league as Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. At all. At all. Just saying.
Chris Rock's, see, there's a thing where people don't understand there's levels of superstardom. Monique is more like a B-list celebrity. Dave Chappelle
That's
and
for
Chris
real
Rock.
now.
Well, probably not even that. Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock would probably be like, I would say not A list, but like an S list. Like usually in like animes, when they have these classes, usually they have like C class, B, A, and then like S for like different ranks, S being the top. And S are like the people who are so special that name alone like sends chills down people's spine. Chris Rock could come out and say, I'm getting back out on the road, I'm gonna do this tour. He can start hitting Sway in the Morning, he can start hitting the Breakfast Club, and just name alone is gonna get him through the door. And as long as he's as funny as he was in the past, niggas is gonna fuck with him. That's Chris Rock. You already know off tops. Chris Rock. Nigga, I don't even know what he's talking about, but that's Chris Rock. If Chris Rock come to St. Louis and I got the time and money and I like Chris Rock, I'm going to see Chris Rock. Corey Holcomb came to St. Louis. I fuck with Corey Holcomb. Yep. I'm going to see Corey Holcomb. I don't even know what he talking about. But just off of your name, Chris Rock hasn't came out with a special in years. Dave Chappelle didn't have a special in years.
I forgot the name of his tour. It's something black tour, but Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle are both still touring.
It's Chris Rock, Bigger and Blacker, and something else. The one where he did like 3 different stand-ups. Where he did like the same stand-up in 3 different cities.
I know what you're talking about. But I'm talking about his tour now. The tour that he's doing right now is selling out.
On tour?
Yes, he is. And Dave Chappelle is on tour as well. He's still on tour, and he sell out.
Right.
Monique ain't did nothing.
And that's
except for stuff overseas.
But Monique's name doesn't carry that type of weight.
Not anymore.
Like Bernie Mac, that name carries weight to this day. His name carries weight. Monique does not carry any weight. So you could say that you finna film a comedy special and you could try to sell out Madison Square Garden, but you're not gonna do it because you don't have that type of name recognition. She probably never had that type of name recognition to sell out a place like the Garden.
True.
And that's no disrespect to Monique, but damn, baby, we gotta be serious about this thing. You not popping, baby. You not popping. I appreciate you for what you did and all the awards that you won, even though they was given to you by some white folk. But them awards is not going to help you sleep at night. Them awards is not going to keep food on your table because they don't give a fuck that you played a ratchet bitch in Precious. They don't give a fuck about that. That's the reason why they gave you that Oscar in the first place, because you was a raggedy black bitch. I'm not saying Monique is a raggedy black bitch. I'm saying her character in Precious is a raggedy black bitch. So before y'all get with that fake nigga outrage, he called Monique a raggedy black bitch. No, nigga, that's not what I said. Go listen to the playback. Listening skills are very important. But, and here's the thing. You know why my podcast can never get canceled? Because what I have is mine, bought and paid for by me. So I don't have nobody who invested in this. I don't have nobody on the radio that can edit me out or cut me off. Because I got this own thing, and from my own sweat and the strength of my back, I'm going to build this podcast. I don't need nobody to do it for me. And I'm a broke nigga. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. Monique got money. Monique may not have as much money as she would like to have because, you know, once you get to a certain status, you become accustomed to that type of money that you was getting when Monique was taking over with Cash Money for the 99 to 2000.
Yeah, man.
She ain't getting that type of money.
She told Lee Daniels that in so many words that they hurt her pockets, that they messed with her livelihood when she got blackballed. And then she tried to tie that situation into this situation as far as Netflix is concerned. And I'm like, come on, this is why Hollywood don't want to work with you, because you steady talking about the same stuff over and over and over again. I'm not saying she need to bend or flex for Hollywood, but what I'm saying is if you ain't even trying to put yourself out there to do more. And then why are you so busy trying to get acceptance from them anyway? So it almost makes me feel like you could be bald, and for two, just like Chris Rock's brother said, Tony Rock, like, why are you pocket watching?
Mm-hmm. And people be like, well, who are you? If it wasn't for your name. No, nigga, Tony Rock has his own resume. Tony Rock is funny. Is he as big of a star as his brother Chris? No. But Tony Rock is funny in his own right. Maybe he does not want that superstardom. Maybe Tony Rock never wanted that, but Tony Rock is eating.
And he does his own thing. He ain't waiting on his brother for no handout.
Because trust me, niggas didn't know who Tony Rock was when he came in the game. For the longest, I didn't know that was Chris Rock's brother. And it ain't like he be going out here and telling nobody. It's just like Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy wasn't out here saying, well, I'm Eddie's brother. Well, here Rick James tell it that's what he was saying, but Charlie Murphy, as far as the comedy game, was not out here be like, yeah, I'm Eddie Murphy's brother. Rest in peace to him. No, Charlie Murphy went out here and he made his own thing happen. Charlie Murphy built his own platform.
Yes, he did.
He helped Dave Chappelle build his platform, because if it hadn't been for Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories, Chappelle's show would not have skyrocketed to the level that it did.
I agree.
That completely impacted pop culture. Not only did Rick James say that shit for real on the BET Awards right before he died, but Prince also made a song called Breakfast Can Wait. And his music video for Breakfast Can Wait was basically a satire of him being satired of Dave Chappelle serving pancakes.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna check that out, brother.
Huge fan. Prince is a huge
I knew he
fan.
was a huge fan, but I didn't know that he made a video in reference to that, like, because that was a funny episode.
See, Prince was only uptight when it came to his business.
Yeah.
When it came to his business,
he was
nigga Prince
uptight
didn't
and he was
play.
a little diva.
And that's why they killed him.
For it.
And that's why they killed him. He went back to the table, renegotiated with Warner Brothers, and almost 1 year to the date that he signed a contract to get all his music that he previously recorded on Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers. You know what I mean? Warner Brothers, you see what I'm saying? You see the connection? It's a connection. Almost 1 year to the day he got killed.
Same thing they did to Michael Jackson.
Mark my words. Look it up on Google. Since y'all be thinking I'm playing. No, I ain't playing. What I speak is facts. Prince was too powerful. He had too much money. Michael had too much money. He was too powerful. That nigga had all the Sony publishing. The Beatles, Madonna, Elvis, his music, them niggas' music over there, they music over there. Michael had that bread.
Yeah,
and he
buddy.
was thorough. I heard Tyreek say that Michael was the one who gave Little Richard his publishing back. Because Little Richard was going broke, and Michael bought the Sony catalog from Paul McCartney, and then he slid boy back his publishing. Here you go. Make sure you eat off of your stuff.
And he was getting ready to buy Sony. And Sony said, oh, we can't let that nigga have it.
Well, he had the catalog. He had like all the Sony publishing, because he went to Sony America and they ain't do nothing. They was like, nope. So he went directly to Japan. He bypassed the white people and went straight to the Japanese. And it was like, oh no.
Yeah, he needed to talk to their boss.
So Michael was on that thorough shit too. That's why they killed him too. Okay, Monique ain't on no thorough shit. When last time you heard from Monique when she got blackballed? We don't never hear from you. The black community don't never hear from you, Monique, until you need something. You ain't no different than Al Sharpton and the rest of these motherfucking conscious Umar Johnson hustlers out here. You only come around pandering when you need some. Hashtag Hillary Clinton, hashtag hot sauce, hashtag purse.
Ain't nobody heard from her since she did I Could Have Been Your Cellmate, and that is on Netflix.
I bet you it won't be on there for long.
And she did what? The Parkers. She did a couple TV shows.
She did that movie where she found that African prince.
She did that on Fat Girls. Yeah, she did that. And then she did Almost Christmas and all that. That's around the time she got blackballed because she said, I'm not
Almost
working
Christmas,
for free.
Almost Christmas, another dysfunctional black Hollywood Christmas movie.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I watched another dysfunctional black Tyler Perry, Boo Booey Blood, dysfunctional black Christmas Hollywood.
Boo Booey Blood. Shout out to the 5150 show. But
we
I never watched it. Never wanted to.
From none of that. But you want to come around, brothers and sisters. I'm not getting paid what I feel like I should be getting paid, so we should boycott Netflix. And all the black folk was like, you on your own, Mo. This rich people problems.
I was saying like, I'm like,
man, I ain't boycotting Netflix over your bullshit. And here's the thing. You know you blackballed. You know you been blackballed, and you've been blackballed for at least 2-3 years. You don't make it for no better for yourself. So instead of, I'm going to make this correlation real quick. Instead of chanting Black Lives Matter and begging your oppressor to see value in your life, Monique, you should go the Marcus Garvey route and you should start your own steam line so you can put some money in your own pocket. How about you go on the road and tune yourself up? Get back in tune. Work on your jokes. Build your brand back up. Build your core audience back up. Hit them streets. And then when you think you ready, then when you think you funny, and when that motherfucking Eye of the Tiger music is going off, and you feel like you got that motherfucking special in you, that's when you go get your own camera crew, get your own film crew, and film your own special, and you can either do one or two things. You can either shop your special that was already made by you, and you can get a distribution deal from Netflix, HBO, Cinemax, or somebody else. Hulu, maybe you could get an exclusive deal with Hulu. Or you could distribute that yourself and keep all the profits. But you don't want to do that. You want to constantly beg the white man for what he not giving you. And you keep telling this old same sob story, and then you lie talking about you the most decorated comedian alive. Like, no. How about George Carlin still alive? How about Paul Mooney is still alive? How about let me see here. Let me see. Eddie Murphy is still alive. Cat Williams is still alive. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of decorated comedians that's still alive, Monique, that's much funnier than you are. I'm just saying. What you got to say, Rebecca? Say something to your sister.
I think it's one of those things where, like, now you want to come to us when you need some help, but I ain't heard nothing from her since then. I'll never hear Monique talk about black issues, black this, black that. I'm not saying that she has to, but all I'm saying is that when you want niggas to do something for you, that's when you want to come ask niggas for help. Other than that, niggas don't hear nothing from you. That's all I'm saying.
Rebecca, if I have not talked to you in over a year, and I call you up one day out of the blue, ask for $500, would you give it to me?
I have a lot of questions about that situation. Because if it's something about, for you, I would say yes, because you don't ask for anything.
But I'm saying, like, if a person hasn't contacted you in over a year.
But if it's somebody else, nigga, we're not going to have this conversation.
Because me and you talk on the regular. I'm talking about someone who does not talk to you on the regular, just calls you up out of the blue.
Nah, homie. First I'm going to ask you, who is this? And I don't even care if I have your name, your number saved. I'm be like, who is this? No, I can't help you.
Okay, then, case closed.
Like that dude when you take that dude back, nigga, I can't help you with that.
Oh, yeah, Dorian. Nigga like, hey, bro, how much weed could you hold in your house? You got my money? Yeah, bro, how much weed could you hold in your house? Yeah, I can't help you with that. I don't fuck with you because I loaned you some money to get you some gas and shit, and you never gave it back to me, and you supposed to be my friend. Then you gonna text me on Facebook, Fedbook. You gonna text me on Fedbook out of the blue, ask me how much weed can I hold in my house? Like, first of all, nigga, if I was, this is hypothetical, please nobody come knocking on my door.
Right.
But hypothetically, if I was, per se, to hold some weed in excess amounts in my house, nigga, there's a toll that has to be paid. It's called rent. My rent is $375, and you might as well just say make 4x4. So just make it even $400. So my rent is $400. So you're gonna have to give me $400 a month for stashing your weed. That's number one. Then number two, I have to be able to trust you. I gotta be able to know you. Because first of all, I don't know what type of niggas you got looking for you. Nigga, you could get laid down and lead them right to my crib. I don't know. Or maybe you might lay it down. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't trust you like that. I can't help it. That's what happens when niggas want to text you about the blue, man. So, Rebecca, how do you feel about Trump calling African nations shitholes?
I think I can't even say he's proven, because if you didn't know he was a racist already, you just got to be stupid. But I really feel like if this really don't show people how he feels about folks, then I don't know what the hell else can be done to wake y'all up. That's how I feel about that. These are the same people. He reminds me of this one white guy called, I think his name was Jared Taylor, who really believes that white people are the superior race. He's an older white man, very popular for making very segregated and discriminatory comments, views, and things like that. He just reminds me of him. That's all it is. Do I think it's okay? No. Would I like it'd be poetic if an African brother or sister came up in the White House with a whole spear and just popped that nigga one good time? That'd be very poetic. I know it wouldn't happen, but it'd be poetic. I really don't have a lot to say on it because I already knew and expected this of him. This is not a shock to me. It just ain't. And everybody is up in arms, but I'm like, this is who he is. He's never hid who he was. Trump is a very arrogant, very brash, very arrogant person, and a very boastful person. He's always been that way. So for the country to be up in arms because he called African nations shitholes, like that was some shock. I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with everybody else. Why they trying to act like they didn't know what it was when they knew what it was? So that's what I have to say about it.
Pretty much. So he called them shitholes. Why do people even care? I'm just wondering, like, why do people even care? And this was in the suggestion box, Brother Phoenix. But me personally, I know what Trump does. We've been knowing what Trump does, so why do we care? Okay, he called African nations shitholes, obviously. Shitholes that you're getting resources out of, that you making shitholes, but okay, all right, well. But places, we should let places like Norway come in. Oh, Norway, where the Nordic people, the white, light-skinned black people live. Okay, yeah, right. Am I surprised? No. Do I care? No. Why do I not care? Because it's Trump. Trump already has a track record of being racist. So why do we care that a racist is just being racist? That's why people get all up in arms. I be talking to people on Facebook, and there was some post that I was talking to this lady on a week or two ago, and it was something, I forget what the post is about, and I made a comment like, oh, well, it's not really that big of a deal. What was it? Oh, I remember. It was a post about a text this black tattoo artist got from this white lady, and she sent him a text. He's like, hey, where's your shop located? And then he said some like street address, and then she was like, oh, never mind, I don't want to be tattooed by niggers or something. And then everybody was like, oh my God, that woman. And I'm just like, okay, it's not really that big of a deal. And then this lady's like, it is a big deal. We need to become aware of these type of situations. Look.
How much more aware can you get, though?
Look, lady, it's not a big deal. She did not want to get tattooed by a black tattoo artist in a black neighborhood. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't want to get tattooed by your niggers. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Did you just hear what that white woman just said? She doesn't want to get tattooed by niggers. Oh, like... Why? I just want to know why. Why? Why? It's no sweat off your back. You're just like, oh, okay, moving on. At least for me anyway, maybe I'm the only one in this entire planet that has that type of maturity to ignore or diffuse text messages of a certain nature. While we on the subject of text message, I have a story. I would like to tell you a story. Get my Bill Cosby on. I would like to tell you a story. Once upon a time, I received a text from a man who asked me if I had received the package. I was thinking that it was my weed man because he was supposed to drop some weed off in my mail slot because I couldn't catch him before I went to work. So I text dude back, is this X? X, do you have the package or not? Random number, random text messages out of the blue. I don't know if you the feds or whatever the fuck. Do you have the package or not? I think you got the wrong number. Nigga, do you have the package? Tell you, nigga, you got, I think that you got the wrong number. Then you're gonna talk about some, oh, delete this message. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, bro. I should have been like, yeah, I got the package. No, I didn't get the package. I need you to meet me over here at Stratford Inn over here. That's where I need you to meet me at. Pull up out the shadows and rob that nigga. Could have done that. Or it could have been the feds. Be like, oh, you got the package? Yeah, the next thing I know, these niggas tracking my GPS coordinates and swooping down on me in about 50 helicopters and be like, God damn. So you have the package? I don't know what package you're talking about, sir. Got some of that yellow cake. That's the package I got. Yeah, so Trump calling people shitholes, places shitholes. It's not really that big of a deal. Life goes on. There's no sweat off my back. Because again, I'm focused on doing what I can do here in my neighborhood, in my community. If Trump passed some legislator and some other shit, then I will be more apt to listen and see what's going on. But as far as him calling African nation shitholes, whoop-de-fucking-do. So your boy Seal, No, we spoke about him last week. And how he came out, spoke out against Oprah and Harvey Weinstein. So it just came out that allegedly Seal was involved in an act of sexual battery from his Caucasian neighbor. Caucasian woman neighbor. Let's take a moment to think about that for a second, folks. Do I think that Seal gotta go steal some pussy? No. I don't think that Seal gotta steal pussy. Seal can sing his way into some panties. He ain't gotta steal no pussy. She's like, oh my God, Seal. She'd be like, you know what, just here, just take them off, just take them. Then they gonna be like, baby. She gonna be like, oh. Look, you know that's a rare talent. That's a rare talent. Niggas can't sing their way into some draws these days. That was niggas like Al Green and Teddy Pendergrass. You got what I need.
Man,
this nigga used to have all women. This nigga Teddy P used to have women's only concerts. This dude literally used to have women's only concerts, no men allowed.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's
how you know you cold. You can sell out a show with women only. Turn off the lights. That's when them girls was throwing panties on stage and carrying on. See, that's a lost art. You can't croon the swoon like you used to and get the women to throw panties on stage. Or like nigga from the Fire Heartbeats when he came over to Old Gear and he was singing to her. He was just caressing that mic. He looked at it. He said, that bitch fell off. She was like, ah!
Stupid.
So do I think Seal gotta go steal some pussy? No, I don't think Seal steal no pussy.
I don't think he did it.
I don't believe that. I think it's mighty funny though how this sexual allegations came out as soon as he came out speaking out against Oprah. I could be
that's how it's mighty funny.
Maybe he is a sexual deviant.
Nah, Oprah said Seal had him messed up.
Called them ghost goons.
Oprah wasn't playing with him.
Oprah called them goons. And unlike Umar, her goons actually pulled up.
All right.
Her goons like, oh no. Look, we find a white woman, we need you to lie. Here, take this paper, we need you to lie on Seals. Say that he sexually assaulted you.
I'm surprised that heifer ain't got our own money yet.
Oh, Oprah?
Yeah.
Please. Oprah ain't nothing but a black face for white supremacy.
I know.
Just like Obama, Obama. So my nigga, have you seen the history shoes?
I have not.
I thought I had tagged you in a post. Let me see. You have access to a computer, phone? Because I will tag you on the gram real quick.
Yeah, I can take a look real quiz me.
Because Nike decided that they want to come out with some equality, freedom, black struggle, rah-rah shoes for Black History Month.
Really now?
Yes. Like Marcus, they got like Marcus Garvey on there and some other shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I actually posted them a couple times But these are just one of the shoes that they came out with. Alright. Got you tagged, nigga. Got you tagged. Yes, it says Nike set to release RBG Air Force Ones 2/1/18 for Black History Month. Hello? Rebecca? I guess Rebecca went away. And she...
No, I'm here.
Gentlemen.
I'm here. I was looking at the shoe.
Oh, okay.
And I seen a couple images. These are like, okay, I was looking tired. I actually like these. Okay. What you think?
It's not about whether I like them or not.
But I wouldn't buy them.
I mean,
I don't know how I feel about Nike coming out with that kind of shoe. Is that wrong? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I feel about that.
Yeah, that's what world you think that shit ain't wrong?
Like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
What do you think, Dave?
I think they're trying to capitalize off of the woke conscious movement. I think that they're trying to capitalize off of the blacks of the black community more so than they already have. Since the inception of Jordan shoes, because Jordan was the ones who took Nike to the next level. Like, without Jordan, Nike would have died out. But you're gonna come out with some black RBG rah-rah shoes? What the fuck is your problem?
And you know what's crazy? It's gonna be a lot of black folks wearing those shoes to the Black Panther movie, and nobody would think to ever buy the mixes from Abanas.
Oh, the red Abana shoes.
You know what I mean? I am buying them joints.
Shout out to Abana shoes, man. They got a wonderful deal going on right now. They got like buy one,
those shoes.
give one $10. And then
That is correct.
They got another one going on, like buy 3 get 3 free. They running like a promotional thing, so go check them out. Abana shoes, they really
love them. They based out of Louisiana.
Yeah, both Sierra City, Louisiana, like Baton Rouge, basically.
Yeah, I am definitely buying some joints. They got at least 7 pair of shoes that I want.
Oh yeah, they got hellas that I want, to be honest with you.
Mixes, the blue and white ones, the black and white ones, the pink and white ones. They got the orange and burgundy ones. The red and white ones, they got the all black, the army fatigue ones they got.
I got the fatigue and the black with the gun bottoms. That's what I got.
So yeah. Can't wait. Because Regis said he wants some too.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah.
But yeah,
Nike,
I don't think Nike should be doing it. I don't agree with that at all.
They capitalizing on some shit that we did. Like, come on, dog. If I see anybody in these shoes, I'll be like, bro, really? Is that what we're gonna do now? It ain't cool. There's companies who's already been doing that. Like, you got Nagash shoes. They RBG thing. I personally don't like their shoes. I'm not a fan of the RBG on shoes personally. But
they got one pair I like. One, that's the black and gold ones.
Niggas say they like them.
They ain't got no other shit I like.
Niggas say they like them, so that's cool. I'm not gonna shit on them. It's just not for me. Love the RBGs as much as anything else, but I don't really like the stylings of their shoes, none of that, especially with the colors. It's just my personal preference. Not shitting on them. Shout out to not RBG tees. RBG tees too, but shout out to Nigga Shoes, Abana Shoes. You know what I mean? Black owned, black operated, all that good stuff. But Nike, man, they come out with this bullshit.
I agree. I think they're trying to capitalize. I wholeheartedly agree.
Ain't no thinking to it. They are. Man, I better not see nobody with these shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Nike could give a fuck less about our struggle.
I agree.
And Adidas don't either, because there was a pair of Adidas. You guys can look this up. So there was a pair of Adidas had chains on them. Literally, there was chains attached to the shoes. And you could take the chain and cuff it to
your what?
Ankle.
Wow. I remember those shoes. I remember those. I don't know nobody that bought them, but I remember them.
They were never released.
Mm-mm.
Because of too much controversy.
That's crazy.
Now, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. When I say you gotta have sight beyond sight, you gotta have that Eye of Thundera sight.
I agree.
Have a second sight. Even W.B. Du Bois talks about having a second sight in the souls of black folk, if you guys ever picked it up. He gives a first-hand account of what was going on during emancipation and Reconstruction. Very good. But anyways, he speaks about the Negro having a second sight and the Negro having two souls, one of an African, one of a European. So it's nothing new. It's just people either can't see it or they refuse to see it. But I got into a conversation with a white Christian some years back, and I was like, "Oh, the white man think he's slick, and he gonna talk about some. Well, maybe it's not the white man, maybe it's somebody else, and some more bullshit." And I have gotten to some racist bullshit with them before, because them was the same white folk who told me I could not have a woman who was both smart and beautiful at the same time, at which point I basically debunked them.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Ever since then, I kind of looked at them sideways, because they used to call me shallow. They'd be like, "Well, Dave, you're shallow." I'm like, "I'm not shallow. I like what I like. You broke up with a girl because she had bleach stones on her clothes." I'm like, "Well, that wasn't exactly the reason why I broke up with her, but that was part of it. You see, that makes you shallow. How does that make me shallow? You don't see me with my hair not combed, my teeth not brushed, with my clothes wrinkled. You don't see that. The only thing that might be dirty on me is my shoes, nigga. My shoes. And the shoe that's dirty as fuck is probably like 2 and 3 years old, okay? I bet you my Abana Max coat of arms ain't dirty. I got them back towards the end of the summer, and I've worn them out several times. I bet they not dirty. But my Cortez, my Dope Mans, yeah, they dirty. But my outfits stay clean though, and even them dirty shoes, I'll wipe them off with a wet rag. At least I can knock the dust off of them, a little bit of dirt. I ain't got to go out here and buy shoes and try to impress you motherfuckers.
Tell me how you really.
We ain't got to do that, nigga. Am I supporting Nike? No, fuck Nike. Nike ain't shit. Come out with these bullshit ass shoes, and niggas gonna buy it. But anyway, back to the story at hand. So he was like, "Well, you're shallow." I was like, "So." No, I can't find a woman who's both smart and beautiful at the same time. And no. I was like, "Oh, okay." So, Scott, you find Terry attractive, right? He said, "Well, what does this have to do with anything?" Attractive, right? Yes, obviously you do. You had 2 kids with her. You find your wife attractive. She's got a master's degree. So, Terry is both smart and beautiful to you. So if you can find someone who is equally smart and beautiful, how can I? If it's not the same, what's not the same about it? So I should settle for a smart, ugly chick or a chick. So I need to give me a Kid Cudi wasting my minutes type of chick. He say, I say, what's up? She say, the sky. I say, what's say, McDonald's apple pie. And nigga say, I either need to stop smoking my weed, or at least you got a GED. Oh, about a week ago, but I really don't, because I know that I love her.
I'm not gonna lie with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally a whole Kid Cudi song. He's talking about messing with this chick.
I know exactly what
she dumb as fuck, and her friends are dumb as fuck. But she. So yeah, I just give me a smart, ugly chick or a beautiful, dumb broad. Like, no, it's not what we're gonna do. So he the one that told me that these shoes weren't racist. I'm like, oh, okay, so black people are the ones who buy majority of sneakers, whether it be Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, Shaqs, whatever. Black people are the ones who's buying the majority of these sneakers out here. So if black people are the majority of the ones who are buying the sneakers, and Adidas comes out with some sneakers with some chains attached to these sneakers, don't get me wrong, the sneakers was dope. But they're insulting. Timberlands are dope too. But the Timberland tree is supposed to be the hang a nigga tree. And the Timberland that came out said plenty of times that he don't want niggas wearing that shit.
Yep.
I don't fuck with Timberlands. I don't fuck with Timberlands. I like Timberlands. They got some dope ass Timbs.
Man, I love Timberlands. I won't buy a pair.
I won't buy a pair. Because that's supposed to be a hang a nigga tree, the lynching tree. Let's all go down to the creek and grab a picnic hang a nigga tree. Pick a nigga. Pick a nigga up and hang his ass in the tree. That's what picnic is. So I'm like, yeah. Somebody had to approve these shoes before they got to even have a release date. So don't tell me that it's one person within the company when I know for damn certain that somebody upline of that designer approved that.
Also, the legal department has to approve the shoes, the sketches. They have to approve the design. Legal department has to approve all of that before anything can be released. And not only do they have to approve it, they got to sign off on it.
That's true. So, is there a systematic agenda to target Negroes to get them to buy sneakers? Obviously, yes.
Yes.
And how many of you niggas are still buying the same fucking Jordans? I like Jordans. If I had the money, I would probably buy some, some retros that was remade. You know what I mean? Only if I could catch them for like $75 to maybe $100. I ain't paying no $225 for no goddamn Jordans that came out 152,000 times since 1982.
I agree.
It was 86. I don't know what it was. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Jordan O'Coon. I'm an invest in prison ass nigga. I'm a donated check, so I don't have to speak out on behalf of nobody looking ass.
Like,
Sad case, man. Sad case. Got anything you want to say?
No, man. Stupid.
Speak now, Fred. Hold your peace.
You saying everything that I could say about Nike in a minute. And Seal, if he would have left Oprah, as he said, he don't say Oprah, he goes Oprah.
Yeah. She'll be banging the shit out them white bitches, though.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be banging them white hoes left and right. Him and Shannon. They be train on them hoes. Seal, my boy. Skip.
Oh, Senator, man.
Skip. Let me tell you something, Skip.
Very
That
articulate.
nigga was on live television. That nigga was on live. Hey, Nicole, call me.
Right.
That niggas got up at the gym a couple weeks ago. I was like, Nicole, man, she might be the baddest MILF in the game. Might be. But she about 51 and don't look like it.
But we just say she's a vampire.
That's okay. She can, anyways.
I'm sure she can.
Since you're a vampire, so who this dick did? Shit.
Give her all the warm vanilla coffee you got.
She a vampire. She don't drink blood. She drink cum. So that's cool.
Ain't
Ain't nothing wrong with it, nigga. It's protein. If more women would swallow,
You
out
drink
here
it.
marching in the streets, maybe men
You
be
drink it.
happy and stop going to their side bitches. I guarantee you, the side bitch swallow.
Ugh,
Well, that's why he got a side bitch.
More. Ugh.
Nigga, please.
You said nigga please, because you ain't the one that got to partake in it.
You sure
Yes.
right. But I will
You
eat
should pull it up. Half and half, bottoms up.
I will eat the ass out some pussy. Sure will. We was talking about that in the 5150 group today. I'm like, hey, and old girl, I think the post was like, how long before you fix a man his plate or whatever. And this one girl was like, I'm gonna fix him a 4-course meal. Oh, man. I was like, oh, okay, 4-course meal. And then she like, and some dude had said something, and she like, well, if he just so happened to eat something else, or just attempt to eat something else, I'm like, oh no, ain't gonna be no attempting to.
No attempt, huh?
Ain't gonna be no attempt. So dude, like, well, what are you implying? I'm merely saying that if you eat the pussy, I said if you should just so happen to trip and dive face first into some pussy, then just make sure you do it right. Don't play with it. Get up on that thing.
That is a word that I cannot say.
Get up over that thing. Huh? What? Pussy?
I cannot say the word. It makes me throw up.
The cooter.
Every time I throw up.
The cooter.
Cooter sounds worse. Cooter is worse for that. But at least I can say that.
Girl, give me that cooter.
Ugh.
Give me that. Girl, give me that. Give me that cooter. Girl, give me that.
Oh, that sounds hella elderly. That sounds hella elderly.
What the nigga RNSJ say? Cooter cat? No, that wasn't RNSJ. Who was that?
Was it
Was it Earthquake?
I want to say it was Earthquake.
I think it was Earthquake. Next, I'm gonna go get me some Cooter cat. Cooter cat?
Yeah, that was Earthquake.
Cooter cat.
Love Earthquake, man. I love Earthquake. That's hella elderly, dude.
Yes. But I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna eat, I'll just make sure you do a good job, is all I'm saying. Don't play with it. Up in there. Ladies, tell you the same thing. If you're gonna eat your man's fellatio, don't play with it. Hold that motherfucker like your life depended on it. Suck his soul out and see if it don't change your relationship.
Oh my God, help me.
Matter of fact, y'all for 69, that way you can get yours, she can get hers at the same time. So.
That's a whole lot of, I just don't.
What? That's the best position. I get mine and you get yours at the same.
Nobody focusing on nothing. You ain't getting no work done.
I'm putting in that work. I can stay on task while I get some good head.
I'm sure.
Other people can't. I was gonna say, I'll suck the soul out of some female. Like, gotta hold her legs, so she be trying to back off the bed. Be like, wait, nigga, wait. You be like, nah, get your ass back over. Nah. And just go back, man, on that ass. She'll be like, she's gonna be laying there. She'll be like, oh my God. I was supposed to go to work today, but shit, I think our friend just called off.
Oh my gosh, now you're fired.
You know, take some PTO. Baby, take some PTO. And that's always the thing, right? You know, it's always like when you in that new relationship, I don't know, maybe it's just me. You be in that new relationship and y'all be, you be fucking for hours and then you look up and it's actually time to go somewhere. You be like, fuck, I don't want to go nowhere. Lay up in this cooler cat.
Oh.
Get dressed, put on some clothes so we can go.
Ugh.
Nigga, sex is good. God created sex. Let me hear you say, dick is good. Dick is good.
And old people in the church passing out. You don't have time for that.
Sucking dick for money. Nigga say, get up, grandma. I say you get up. You ain't fooling nobody. Sucking dick. Get up, grandma. Hell to the no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell.
My first say them be all hard. My old uncle is this.
Now you can kick it and you can stroke it. Don't thing until you stand up and shout out on my old head. You ain't done a doggone thing until you stand up and
Let me tell you something. I didn't hear this song. I didn't hear this song for the first time until 2012.
Nigga, that's the oldest easily. How have you not heard that song? They play that song every black barbecue. Every black barbecue gonna play that song, nigga. You mean
I heard it
years you barbecue with the Youngs, nigga, and they ain't never played Stand Up In It by Theodis easily.
I didn't know about that until I went to this tavern with Mama. That was an interesting time.
Speak on that interesting time, Becky.
No, I can't do that. Shit kill me. But it was quite a time, man. Just be careful when you go out with the old people because they try to make it seem like it's us, and you figure out where you learned it from.
Man, them old heads be kicking it, though. You remember we went to that Club Evo concert?
Yeah, who?
On Angela Winbush.
That was dope, though.
Them niggas, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. We was wrapping up speakers. We was tearing down the amps.
Niggas was still
These
dancing.
niggas was still on the dance floor. I'm talking about these some old 70-year-old niggas.
Kicking it.
Couple of women on the dance floor, like the DJ wrapping up. He trying to tear shit down. And Ray Charles still going in the background. Baby, Nightingale. Baby, Nightingale. Baby. On the dance floor like it was goddamn 1934.
Yeah, they was still dancing. I remember that, but it was good. It was good. It was fun,
2 o'clock in
man.
the morning, concert over. These old heads still on the dance floor. You like,
Yeah, man.
like take your ass to sleep.
Those experience of a lifetime. I had problems with old people.
Oh yeah, old people kicks it, man.
They ain't had there wasn't no drama, wasn't no arguments going on. Everybody was clean.
Yes, that is true. That is
Super dope.
super dope indeed, man. Super dope indeed. So, Ciara and Russell Wilson, Becky.
Yeah, I heard about what Twitter did. They demolished her ass about what she put on there.
They drug her ass.
Man.
Let me see. Do I have the receipts in my phone still? No. I forget exactly what happened. Hold on. Let me look at my history.
He put a post about, let me see. Here's a video she put up by this pastor.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, so you said it was a video she put up by her pastor.
And see Twitter. Basically, it was saying that you don't have a wife. You don't. The Bible doesn't say. The Bible says the man who finds a wife finds a good thing. The Bible doesn't say a man who finds a girlfriend, who go on a few dates, who eventually get engaged, who live together, and then who eventually get married, finds a good thing. And she said hashtag level up. And then Black Twitter started clowning her for it. So then she followed up with a tweet with basically saying, you know, she had to, basically her post was, she was letting follow all reasons and something about she had to really take a step back and pray to see the type of wife and mother that God wanted her to be instead of her doing it on her own. And Black Twitter roasted her. You hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
So yeah, that's pretty much what they roasted about. I'm gonna see if I can find any deep details. You know, they don't care about that.
Man. Yeah, man.
Right.
Your friend Ciara. This heifer. Pussy belong to the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You was fucking around with all these other niggas. Hello, dum-dum. You know what you did. I swear to God, the moment Russell Wilson busted in Ciara and that sperm hit that egg, that nigga Kazoo popped out of nowhere. Hello, dum-dum. Do you know what you did? You just got to start pregnant, dum-dum. Congratulations.
It was a video by Pastor John Gray preaching a sermon about how women should carry themselves if they want to be a wife when they have the spirit of a girlfriend. And then she captioned it by saying level up. So then Twitter naturally lost their minds. Said it was wrong to put the entirety of their worth in finding a husband. Others agree with Ciara and wanted the haters to want to step out of her mentions. Then it says Ciara ended up tweeting the explanation in response to the backlash. She says, "I was once that girl wanting to be loved a certain way, but was making the wrong choices. I found myself at home, and then I realized that the perfect love I was looking for was how God loves me, how He wants me to be loved, and who He is calling me to be as a woman and mother, as a mom and a woman. That's when I realized, married or not married, I still needed to love myself. Hashtag level up." Quote. And people was not going for it because I guess Twitter Future put something on Facebook. It says, but of course, petty exes will be petty exes, and Ciara's ex-Future is no different. After seeing the debate unfold on Twitter, the rapper decided to weigh in on it all, and his Twitter post was, "Make sense on social media. Good job."
Makes sense.
So yeah. So. I think he was more so. That's all that was said. I think he was trying to say like it makes sense on social media. I think he was kind of being condescending.
Of course he was. Why
So
wouldn't he?
yeah, I
I mean,
think
he's Future.
so. Did you find anything extra, brother?
No, but I know that Ciara's a hoe. She's going to hell for being a hoe.
Do you think that whores can never change?
No. Your pussy belongs to the streets. There's no hope for you. See, the thing about it is, hoes want to be hoes until they can no longer be hoes. Your life expectancy of your pussy is 10,000 miles on a 3,000 mile oil,
Wow.
and you no longer can get the dick and resources like you used to. You want to reform yourself so you can try to catch you a goofy ass nigga. A nigga who does not care that your pussy has been in the streets. And that's exactly what Ciara did. Now, of course, feminists are happy for Ciara, including certain individuals. But that's fine. She can have her own opinion. I don't necessarily agree with it, because Ciara's a hoe. Your pussy in the streets, bitch. That's all on Future's dick. Like 2 years ago, to the point where you even had the nigga name tatted on you.
Yes, you did.
Where you named your son Baby Future. You was infatuated with this nigga. He digmatized you is what he did. He digmatized her, and she was on that nigga dick until he kicked her ass to the curb because she was crazy or he got tired of her. Whatever the case may be. Single. Then she hooked up Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was coming down the street in his red hood and his picnic basket. And here come Ciara as the big bad wolf. And she said, oh, Russell.
Yep.
And they'd be like, oh my God, Ciara. What big eyes you have, the better to see you with. What big teeth you have, the better to eat you with. Sucker that nigga coming from grandma's house with a basket full of cookies, and she gave that nigga some pink cookies, and he got the game twisted. And he probably ain't never had no black pussy in his life, because, you know, Russell was married to that white gig, you know, that white woman. So he probably never had no black pussy in his life. So the moment somebody gave him some of that sweet nectar of the gods,
I ain't going there with you, man.
that nigga got whipped. And in like 2 days, she had this nigga taking her son on trips. And she had her son wearing that man jersey. Oh,
Yep.
Daddy Russell. Daddy Russell, Baby Future.
Yes, she did.
Really? Is that
Yeah,
what we're doing, Ciara? And you feel like you have some justification coming from somewhere? You think that you're not a hoe, baby? You a hoe. You a hoe now, baby. I'm here to tell you, baby, you's a hoe. And that's all it is to it. She just so happened to catch her goofy ass nigga who does not give a fuck that her pussy was in the streets.
I agree. She did.
And obviously, Ciara got the better end of the stick. So, that's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah.
Rebecca's gonna take this part of cornbread out the oven.
No, I made some pasta to have to keep away from the cat so he won't attack it.
You gotta keep it away from the cat, huh?
Yeah, I hate the cat.
You should put like house with her.
I wish I had like a single thing where it would tell me when you getting ready to jump on something and it automatically stop his balls or something.
Like a whole iron gate just comes up in front of something, he getting ready to jump up.
Nope, I just want something to give his balls a little tingle.
You got your African print shorts on, Becky?
These are my African print pants. I had an outfit. It was a shirt and pants outfit.
Hold up, step back. Let me see them points. Cause I think I got a pair of shorts from Marshall's Designs. Yeah, I got a pair of shorts from Marshall's Designs, which is similar to that. But they too big. I accidentally got the wrong size. They was too big. I got an X large, but I should have got a large. So right, I'm feeling it. That's because you're losing all of that weight, my madam.
I'm trying my best.
That's good. That's good. That's good. But yeah, man, never called her a good one. Shout out to Russell Wilson, nigga. If you happy, I'm happy.
Niggas don't want them Russell Wilson. That's what these women are looking for.
Yeah. The thing is, women feel, and this is kind of the whole thing behind the Women's March. Women feel like they can be sluts and hoes and suck 500,000 dicks, but they feel like they shouldn't be judged as, well, just because I sucked 10,000 dicks does not mean that I'm a whore. And
stupid.
Be treating me as such. Bitch, you sucked up the whole hood.
Not the whole hood, not half, but the whole hood.
You done sucked up the whole hood. You a chicken head. Call a spade, but you feel like you want to be sucking all these dicks and doing all this, that, and the third, but then you want to wife you up when your pussy mileage has passed its expectancy. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me. I could be wrong.
Really past expectancy?
Past expectancy. Everybody, mama done been slept with you. You done had all type of trains and cabooses and all type of shit. Afro!
It's snow here again.
Damn. Nigga look like Afro Samurai. Afro! Jim Kelly.
But yeah, I feel like these women got like this false sense of hope when it comes to Ciara. Like, if I can find me a Russell Wilson, you can get one too.
Or what's your boy name? Prince Harry.
Whatever.
I'ma find me a Russell Wilson. I'ma find me a Prince. Okay, bitch.
Now let's just she was out here. Let's just say she was out here finding it up, right? And she decided to actually change. Would we allow her to do that?
What was the question, madam?
Like if she was out here finding it up, and then she actually did decide to change, and she made a change to have a better life and not to be a whore anymore. Not saying Ciara, but just in general. But if a person decided not to be a whore anymore, is she allowed to not be a whore anymore, or does she forever belong to the streets?
I mean, you kind of belong to the streets. Now you can be a reformed whore. I think most women are reformed whores, not because they want to, but because they have no choice, but because niggas ain't really fucking with them no more. That's the way Don't wait until they start, not gonna say a race war because the race war started with slavery. So let's just say if actual war broke out, physical war broke out, don't wait till we start rising up against these white supremacists for you to hop off the coon train and come back over here. Like, no, you should have made that decision before. If you make a decision to stop being a whore before your time is up, cool. Now, if you a hoe and you only had maybe one kid, you doing good. So I will forgive you. But if you a hoe, you got like 5, 6 kids, don't expect nobody to wife you up no time soon. Becky.
Say that one more time, sir.
I said, you can if you make that change before it's that time. Otherwise, fresh outlook. Don't wait till black people start winning for you to hop off the coon train.
So what about in Ciara's case? Is she allowed to change?
No, she's not allowed to change. Because Ciara hopped off one dick from another. Literally, you was just with Future. Now, I mean, I know this is not now. Her and Russell been married for over a year, but when you first got Russell, bitch, you just was on Future dick. Y'all was finna get married and everything. You was finna get married to Future. You had his name tattooed on you. Had a baby by the nigga. And then all of a sudden you got Russ Wilson and you just so happy and this, that, and the third. Like what? You give your chance to dismount from that relationship? Did you give your chance to heal from that relationship, to go over the ins and outs of what the fuck you did wrong? No, I did, because as soon as you left Future, you went to Russell. And Russell's like, hey, come the haven, the safe stronghold for old hoes. Foster's home for imaginary kids. Russell's home for strippers and hoes.
I ain't nobody to you stupid. You stupid. So that's what it is.
That's what it is. Russell's home safe haven for hoes.
Home safe haven for hoes.
Yes. Russell's home for hoes.
I'm done. You are so stupid for that.
Saving all the scribbles.
Saving hoes since when they get married?
A year or two ago.
Saving hoes since 2016.
Goof ass. Yay. Well. Oh, shit. There's it.
Huh?
Diego, what up, nigga? Nigga, don't be licking your lips, you little ugly ass nigga. We see you over there.
Thanks, Jim Cat.
You over there licking his lips like he finna get some food and shit.
Diego licking his lips like he just had the best meal of his life. A piece of shrimp dropped on the floor if I let him have it. That's why he over licking. He'll hit, instead of him biting the food, he'll like get a piece of it off with his claw and he'll eat it with his claw.
Your cat bougie.
And look.
Did he ever ask you for some Grey Poupon?
No, not yet. But that's what he's doing down here. He cleaning his paw.
Have any Grey Poupon?
The day this nigga asked me if I had Grey Poupon, I'm put that nigga to work.
Right.
You can talk, you job, bro. So
yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, it's a week. It's been kind of a slow news week. It really ain't been too much going on this week. I'll admit, it was kind of a struggle to pick up some topics. I picked up a couple topics just within like today. Well, like yesterday-ish. Oh, man, it's just one of the weeks, man. It's just been slow. Slow on the news. Ain't too much important stuff been going on. Like I say, like this Monique stuff and all that broke the internet. So, yeah, man. But, you know, I went gun shopping this week.
Okay.
So, I have been, like debating for a long time whether or not I should get a handgun. Because I've always felt like I've never really needed one, but it's always good to have one. And plus I carry 38 for work. So, I came to the resolve, I don't know, some time ago, like, hey, I don't want to kill nobody, but if somebody run up, they're going to get done up. That's all I'm saying. So I will protect myself and my family and what is rightfully mine. So I had to literally strengthen my resolve because it's like, I don't want to kill nobody. But then it comes to the point where, nigga, if it's you or me, then it's going to be me and you got to go. I'm sorry. Type of deals. It's what it is. So I had been researching on what is a good, like, mid-size gun, like in a 9mm. And I had quite a few suggestions because I'm a part of this like Black Gun Owners group on Facebook. So I got quite a few suggestions from them, and then got a suggestion from Tony because he's got a Taurus Millennium G2. He says it's pretty good, reliable. So I had like looked on YouTube, looked at reviews, and going through the guns and all this, that, and the third to see what the positives and negatives was and how they was and blase, blase, blase. Just really trying to do my research before I spend, $350 on a handgun. You know what I mean? Because I want something that is small and lightweight. I don't really want a full-size gun, at least not for concealing carry purposes. I don't really want a full-size gun because, like, a lot of times I be having sweatpants on, or I might just be walking to the store, and usually I just might have sweatpants on and a hoodie or something like that. I want something that's light, that's small, that I can carry, that I can kind of put in my pocket or have a side holster.
Right.
That way I get ready to use it. It's there, but it's not heavy. It's like the versus like revolver, the 38 is heavy as fuck. Their 38 revolver is heavy as fuck. Like you can't put that in no pockets. Yo shit weighing down, like it's heavy as fuck. Versus like the gun that I shot, because I actually narrowed it down to 3 different guns. I narrowed it down to the Sky CPX2 or something or another. The Smith & Wesson Shield Generation 1 and the Taurus Millennium Generation 2. I looked online and looked at all the reviews and how they shot and, wear and tear test and blase, blase, blase. And so I went out to Cabela's. It was on Friday. I went out to Cabela's Friday, and I wasn't sure if Cabela's had a range or not. They do not. So I was like, okay, I kind of wanted to test them out, fire these guns to see if I like them. So they're like, well, go out to this little firearm place out in St. Peter's. They have a bunch of guns that you can rent. Try out. I was like, all right, cool. Which I probably should have just went to the regular range that I went to on the south side, or went to another range and probably could have saved myself about $50 in Uber fare because I had to go out to St. Peter's. But it was cool because it was a nice little range. I might end up going back out there if ever I'm in the St. Peter's area. You know what I mean? But I end up testing the Shield, the Smith & Wesson Shield Generation 1. Because I came in, I was explaining to the dude, I was like, yeah, I just want a defense pistols. I've narrowed it down to like 3 guns after doing all my research and looking at the specs and blah, 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 blah. So I was looking at the Sky. He's like, we don't carry Sky. I was like, okay. Smith & Wesson Shield. He's like, we got the Shield. I was like, okay. And Taurus. He's like, we don't carry anything Taurus. It's like, all right, cool. Took the Shield in the range. Ran about 50 rounds through the gun. I liked it. It's lightweight. It's small. It's powerful enough. But at the same time, it's just like for my personal carry gun, I want something that's lightweight, it's small. Like right now, I got on sweatpants. You know, like if I'm in the summertime and I'm carrying shorts or something that I need to be able to carry in loose clothing without it actually weighing down. And it's got the right weight, it's got the right feel to it, it shoots good. I just got to get dialed in and get to the range more and work on my aim and all this, that, and the third. But I will be getting the Shield Gen 1. I could get the Generation 2. It's not really that big of a difference. It's like slight trigger differences and some extra stuff on the outside of the gun as far as like grip is concerned. But I don't think I want to spend that extra money to buy a gun that's basically like, you know, the next level up. So that's just me though, man. So it is important for black people to own guns.
I agree.
Firearms. It's very important.
I agree.
In this day and age, which black people have historically always carried guns. That's something that they don't tell us in the history books. Teach you about how Martin Luther King was peaceful. And that's cool, Martin Luther King was peaceful, but Martin Luther King had people around him that had guns. But they don't tell you that. He might have been peaceful. There were some niggas who were strapped around King. And then it's just like Ida B. Wells, she has a quote. She says, "A Winchester rifle deserves a place in every black home." And she said that during like Emancipation Reconstruction. So like mid-late 1800s. She said that. Now, why would she say that? Black people don't like guns, no shit. When black people came out of slavery, they had some guns. They got every gun that they can get their hands on, not only for hunting purposes, but also to defend what was theirs, because you had a lot of white supremacist KKK members who would try to ride up on you. And of course, you would have to defend yourself, right? So, historically, that is the reason why there are gun laws in the first place. Y'all can look this up. The reason why there are gun laws in the first place is because black people started getting guns. There was no gun laws before black people started getting guns. Once we got out of slavery and started picking up some guns and started getting good with them, the white supremacists was like, oh shit, we gotta do something. We gotta change the rules. Let's break gun laws. Now it's no different. I'm going to see that in the black gun owners group that you have a lot of responsible gun owners and they really know they shit. Me, I'm just getting into the game. My aim is fucking horrible. But I do want to get there to the point where I am a proficient shooter. And I'm pretty good at that shit, man, just in case some shit happens. Like, obviously, I don't want nothing to happen. But if some shit was to happen, then I would be able to protect myself. So, getting the Shield, Smith & Wesson Shield. I got the 38. That's a little work gun. I could take that to the range and shoot it. Then I just inherited a 22 rifle that was my great grandfather's, that passed down through the generations, and my father passed it down to me, even though technically it's still his, but it's in my possession, so it's mine. Then there's a 20 gauge shotgun, 20 gauge single barrel shotgun that was my grandfather's, that got passed down to me, which was cool. At first I wasn't really tripping off of it, but I'm glad that I have them now, because it's something that was passed down through my family, and it's something that I can use, and it's something that I can hopefully pass down to my kids. Because when I got the guns, I took them out, cleaned them. You know what I mean? Like they hadn't been cleaned in God knows when. So cleaned them up, oiled them up, got them looking good. So only thing I need to do, I need to take them in to get them looked at. I want to make sure that there are no faults in before I fire them, because if you don't get old guns checked out or guns period, then you could possibly get into a world of trouble. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Guns. So I want to get them checked out, and then the trigger guard on the rifle is broke. It came like that. It was broke, so I'm gonna order a new trigger guard for it. And then when I was putting the rifle back together, because now mind you, I'm new to guns. I don't know nothing about this shit. I don't know how to clean these motherfuckers. But I went to YouTube University. Went to YouTube University. No bullshit. That's how I found out that I narrowed it down to 3 choice guns, because there's plenty of other guns out there. But based off of the stuff that I have heard from certain people, I chose 3 guns. I looked at like 5 or 6 guns. I narrowed it down to 3. Then I narrowed it down to 1. So I'm pretty satisfied with how the shield shoots. But anyways, yeah, so the trigger guard on the rifle broke. So I'm gonna order that from this little surplus store I found online. And then I bent the spring too. I bent the recoil spring, trying to get everything back in place. So that's where I fucked up at. I say they look good. They look good and okay to shoot, especially if I cleaned them out real good, got all the black powder and all that other shit out of there. They look good, but just to be on the safe and not sorry side, I want to get them checked out and hopefully shoot them. It should be fun. Nothing fancy. They're old guns from like the 1940s, but they're passed down generation to generation, and now that I'm starting to get into guns, I'm glad to have it. That's what I got to say about that, Rebecca. How do you feel about gun ownership?
I think everybody should have a gun. I don't know. I don't have a problem with gun ownership. I think it's more important in the black community. We tend to, some black folks, namely women, tend to stay away from guns. They really don't like them. But I don't have a problem with guns. Why not own a gun? Now, a lot of people, their children age. That's the conversation that I've been seeing lately.
What's that?
Parents teaching children how to shoot at an early age.
Oh yeah.
That's the conversation that I've been seeing lately. I feel like this is a responsibility. I don't have a problem. You know, about me. I really don't have an opinion on guns. I think take that some people don't have.
You breaking up? Repeat that.
I don't think that we should. I think we have to take precautions. More so than other races, but I don't think that having gun ownership is bad. I think we should definitely hands down.
Right. I know we have this thing where they're like, they're too young to mess with guns. Like most, I will say, in the white community, they usually start teaching their kids the basics of gun mechanics and ownership at like 6 or 7. 7, they feel they are old enough to start teaching them about guns, teaching them about ammo, teaching them how to go out there and hunt for some shit in the woods and skin a deer. That's what people do not have. They don't have that. Well, they too young to mess with the guns. No, you have to teach them to respect the firearm. You have to teach them to be educated about the firearm like it's not a toy. It's a dangerous tool.
I agree.
It's the choice. It's the choice between life and death. You have this weapon to be able to defend yourself. This is not a toy. When you teach your kids it's not a toy, and you teach them, like basically like taking a class. I feel if you are a new gun owner and you have nothing, you know nothing about no guns, you need to take a class.
Yeah.
That will teach you the ins and outs, the mechanics of the guns and stuff like that. Because like my family never really owned guns like that. Well, at least my immediate family anyway never really owned guns. So I never really grew up around guns. Shot a rifle like long time ago in Boy Scouts. But other than that, really hadn't shot them, really hadn't had much of a desire. Really haven't had the spare money to just shout out on a $350 dollar gun. You know what I mean? That's $350. That's damn near my rent. But in this climate in America, in this day and age, everybody need to arm up. For real.
Yes, I'm necessity at this point.
Right. Niggas is getting wild out here. They really is. But yeah, man. And then we just scared of guns too. Cause I remember they was asking me, my family was asking me that I carry a gun for my job. I was like, yes. And my mom was like, let me see it. And I was like, you carry a gun? Yes. What kind of gun is it? 38. I don't know what that is. It's a revolver. Oh, okay, let me see it. So I took it, opened the cylinder, dumped all 6 bullets out of it, and had it pointing at her, cylinder open. She's like, oh, don't point that thing at me. I'm like, it's not loaded. As you can see, the cylinders pop out. Oh, you be careful. Somebody could take that gun from you. My mom just worries about the most unnecessary, arbitrary things. Careful with them guns. Somebody could take that from you. Somebody could take anything from you. But that is the purpose of being trained. And that's shooting with 2 hands. I know, you niggas think that shooting with 1 hand is the way. No. Shoot with 2 hands. 1 hand holds the gun and shoots the trigger. The other hand stabilizes the gun. Shoot with 2 hands. Your accuracy will go up. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot shoot with 1 hand, because that's also one of the things that I was looking at. I wanted something with a low enough recoil that I could shoot it with 1 hand in a jam. Obviously, I want to use 2 hands for stability and accuracy. But just in case some shit happens where I got to break out, I want to be able to 1 hand that bitch and jam. So that was the things that I was looking at. I mean, but I think if more black people, and I know this is kind of hard because black people are majority Christians, and as Christians, we feel like God gonna fight our battles and no weapon formed against me. That's cool. And then you'd be like, well, we don't need to do that because God gonna fight our battles for us. Yes, he is. Because he gave you the ability to fight for yourself. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
It is amazing how these things work, Rebecca. God, the creator, ain't just coming out the sky, just blessing you with some shit. You can sit there and pray for food. You can pray for food all you want to, and he done sent you a whole deer that done crossed your path. And that deer might be the food that you pray for, but you're going to have to put in the work and kill the deer and slaughter it yourself.
I agree.
It's just like, it's a joke. It's an old joke about the dude and a flood. I don't know if you ever heard this, Becky. It's about a man and a flood. So there was this man, and he was in his house, and the flood waters came up. There was this flood, right? So the flood waters got up so high, first boat came by. He said, "You need a ride?" Dude say, "No, I'm waiting on the Lord." So water got up to the second floor. Another guy comes by in a boat. And again, another dude, and he's like, "Hey, man, you need a ride?" Dude's like, "No, I'm waiting on the Lord to save me." Then he climbs upon the roof, and a helicopter comes by. And the helicopter says to the man, "Hey, do you need a ride?" He said, "No, I'm waiting on the Lord." He gets to heaven, and he asked God, he said, "Well, God, how come you didn't save me?" God said, "I sent you 2 boats in the helicopter. What more do you want?"
Oh, right. Right.
It's just like another one. I got another one for you. Similar situation. There's a roofer up on this roof. And he's on his steep roof, and he starts sliding back, and he roof, and he prays. He says, "Lord, save me. Save me." And his pants get caught on a nail. And he said, "Never mind, Lord, the nail got me." Who's to say that the Lord did not raise up that nail to save your ass from falling off that roof?
True.
But the Creator puts things in your path for you to be able to utilize. Just like my truck. My truck is an old work truck. It's a 92 Sonoma with a V6 in there. It's an old work truck, but it runs good. All it needed was a few little bits and pieces to it, and it's ready to roll. I need a work truck. I need something that runs good. I'd be a fool if I didn't buy it and get it fixed. Speaking of this, I went down to the shop today, and I talked to the owner, and he said he think he got the gears going in all 5, which is good. He said he think he got them going in all 5 gears, and he's like, "Well, you got a leak coming from the hydraulic line." He's like, "I don't know where, I got to find out." I was like, "Yeah, the hydraulic line is not hooked up to the slave cylinder." So hopefully he said he's going to do that in the morning, do that, get that together. So hopefully that's all good. But yeah, I need a truck, and I found one for reasonable. All I got to do is invest a couple dollars in it, keep the oil change and stuff. It's them old motors. It's that old 4.6 liter. Old cast iron GM motors that run forever. It's got 200 on the dash, and it still runs strong. Like I say, the only thing I need to do before I really get to rolling, oil change, plugs, wires, air filter. I got some fuses and stuff that burn out I need to replace. But I got a back window that I need to replace because I busted out the back window because I locked my keys in there. But anyway, I needed a truck. The Lord sent me a truck. Now I'm like, "Well, that ain't the one I want." You pray for food, He might give you some food. You might have to go fish for your food. So you can't wait on the Lord to do something that He's already given you the ability to do. When it says that He gonna give you strength and He gonna do all things and all that, He has given you basically, yes, He has done it. He has given you the ability to do it for yourself. So protect yourself, because the Lord has given you the ability to protect yourself. That's all I'm saying. Becky?
Mm-hmm. I agree. I have nothing to say on it because I agree.
Oh my God, you have nothing to say?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
shocking.
I see. So only left on the list for today is Brother Phoenix asks, how do we feel about the difference between America's response to Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Harvey versus Hurricane Katrina?
When you sent me this, I asked somebody about it. They said they felt like, and this wasn't, this ain't nobody, this is a coworker. And she said that she felt like the United States was not prepared for Hurricane Katrina versus Harvey and Irma. And I was like, I think not. I think for whatever reason, it seemed like it was more of an outpour or an outcry for Harvey and for Irma versus Katrina. I said, I don't believe that the U.S. is not prepared for a flood. I just don't believe that. They prepared for anything else. They prepared for war, but you ain't prepared for a flood.
I think that this is one of the worst floods that we have had in U.S. history.
But I feel like the outpour and the outcry for Katrina was not there the way it was for Harvey, because people was waiting years, like two years had gone by, and people still hadn't received their FEMA relief check. The Red Cross wasn't really donating the money the way that they said they were supposed to be. Like, it was just a lot of shady stuff going on. I said my personal opinion is something I can't prove. I think the reason why, the U.S. Harvey and Irma had something to do with business, if I knew what that business was, I would definitely tell you, but that's my opinion. They give a fuck about Katrina. Same with that Flint water crisis. That shit could be fixed in a heartbeat.
And
but that's my opinion.
Give a fuck about Flint and Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
Say, why do they not give a fuck about Flint or Katrina? Hello?
I'm thinking. I don't know. Part of me want to say it's based off of race. Part of me want to say maybe those cities in those particular states want, it's nothing that's conducive to white people. I don't know.
It's because let's put it all out there. Because majority of New Orleans was black, at least the parts where flooding was. Now, the white people got evacuated. I'm pretty sure all the rich white people got evacuated before Hurricane Katrina, which they did, but the black people didn't have a place to go. So they got the full force of the hurricane, which I'm pretty sure they still haven't recovered from, because about black people. But yeah, Katrina's majority white people. I mean, black people who was down there, so they like, fuck, we're not gonna get these niggas shit. Fuck them. And then, there was some organ stealing and some organ harvesting going on in Katrina too. I don't know if nobody knows that. Again, I look for these type of things. I know a lot of people don't. But they was picking little kids and shit up in the helicopters. They was organ stealing. But you think having all them dead bodies that drown, you think they just let them sit up and rot? No. They took the bodies and took the organs out of them, because all of them was majority black. They took all the black ones.
The parts they can use.
They no different in Puerto Rico with Hurricane Irma, I believe it was. I believe Irma was the one that went through Puerto Rico. Right. You could, but Puerto Ricans are brown people. I bet you if that was Norway, Trump would have been over that motherfucker. And then with I know Hurricane Irma hit like Florida, and then Hurricane Harvey hit Texas. And the thing about Texas, they flooded, like, it was Houston that had the flood because Houston's all flatland. Houston cannot handle that much water. Their city is literally not built for it in no way, shape, or form. So if they get a good 6 inches of rain, it's going to flood. And this is from what I have heard from people who have lived in Houston. So I am telling you this from a secondhand experience from somebody who actually lived there. I'm not actually making this up. The people that I've talked to say Houston's really bad for flooding. Like, it's horrible. Because their system isn't set up to catch any sort of, I wouldn't necessarily say a significant amount of water, but something, you know what I mean? Like, I think they said like over like 6 inches. They just tend to just like start getting flooded and stuff. So that's the crazy part about it. But they took and opened up the floodgates in the white community so it can drain down into the black community. So I thought it was a bunch of baby back bullshit there. Well, we have to open up these floodgates to release the pressure. But the floodgate that you just so happen to open leads to the black neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Then you got people like Joel Osteen. This nigga talking about his church was flooded. Oh, my church was flooded. I couldn't let nobody get in there because the church was flooded. Nigga, part of your church was flooded. The bottom part of your church was flooded, nigga. You got a whole multi-million-dollar estate for a church. And I seen the photos. I seen the photos of people be like, oh yeah, this is Joel Osteen Church. It's not underwater. You know? So, but yeah, I mean, the response is basically like black versus white. If it's white people or, some so-called European whites, whatever, they'll get on that shit real quick. When it comes to people, Bush don't care about black people. And, yeah. Bush don't care about black people. That's the bride. I mean, I think America's response time all depends on what demographic is there. If it's white folk, they're going to get on that shit real quick.
I agree.
They'll get on it real quick. All right, this way. Before the flood, all right, this way. Yeah, we got to get you out of here. And all the niggas is like, we'll be back to get you guys. Don't worry. And then FEMA. FEMA is just another organization that takes the money that was intended to help poor people in times of struggle and use it for their own ends, much like the Red Cross. The Red Cross, Knights Templar, Red Cross, look it up. It's a connection. The Red Cross, along with Hillary and Bill Clinton, been raping Haiti for years and years and years. They've been raping Haiti. When Haiti had that earthquake, FEMA built like 4 houses. Out of like the 1,500 or 15,000 houses they were supposed to build, they only built like 2. So you can tell the response. The response is different based off of who's there.
True.
If it's some pale faces, they're going to get right on it. Shit ain't way they did Ammon Bundy and Clive and Bundy and all them motherfuckers took over a federal something. They took over some federal property and they straight Didn't do nothing to them. Straight had a standoff for months. Let that had been a nigga taking over some federal property. They coming in with the military, the Navy, the Air Force Reserves.
Guard.
Man, they coming in with everything. They coming in with Batman, Superman. They coming in with every motherfucking thing.
You're stupid.
You know what I'm saying? What you know, it's a double standard. So, again, we all know it's a double standard. That's life. Okay? We know this. Life goes on.
I agree.
We know it's a double standard. Life goes on. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's messed up, but we know that they have been shitting on Haiti since Haiti whooped France's ass, and Spain, and England, and everybody else who came. And that's why Haiti is the so-called shithole country it is today. Because despite popular belief, black people actually do very well for ourselves if left to our own devices. We really do. Haiti included. If you was to leave Haiti alone and stop raping them resources from Haiti, watch how fast the Haitians will get their shit together. But you don't do that because you don't want to see no African nation rise. It's pretty much the gist of it, man. Do you have something that you want to say, Rebecca?
I do not.
Yes. So, the Red Cross and Knights Templar, same organization. I want y'all to know that. Look it up.
Yep.
Look it up. The same Knights Templar who was fighting the Christian Holy Wars is the same one who's the Red Cross today. So, you understand why the Red Cross is the Red Cross. See, you got to understand. That's why I be trying to tell you. You got to look beyond what's there. You got to look at the history. You got to go back. And you got to decodify what has been codified.
True.
Like Black Panther and Luke Cage. The shit was codified from Jump Street. Luke Cage looked like a whole slave. Big buff black dude with chains around him, tattered clothes, and a tiara on his head, which might as well have a slave collar. And then you got Black Panther, who originally was a black dude in a black outfit with a ass. He looked like he's going to go fucking rob somebody. There was literally no thought put into either one of those characters in its inception. None. Phoenix doesn't think so. He doesn't see it, but I see it. You got characters like Spider-Man. You got characters like X-Men, Alpha Flight, Ghost Rider. All these characters, Fantastic Four, the different people inside the Fantastic Four. Come on, man. Out of all of these white comic book characters, they put a whole lot of thought into these white comic book characters. Powers, professions. Reed Richards didn't come out of prison. Peter Parker didn't come out of prison. Okay, cool. I'm just checking. But a nigga came out of prison. And then you got Panther. He basically looked like a robber. And for a place that's supposed to be like the most technologically advanced place on the earth, don't you think he would have a better suit? I'm not talking about the suits now. I'm talking about back when they first created Black Panther. If Wakanda was all that fucking great, and I love the black superheroes because that's all we got. That's all we got. But I'm just letting you know about the racist inception behind it. When nobody else a criminal.
True.
Technologically advanced, but your suit is basically look like you finna go rob the corner store. Like, come on. Just call it. There was literally no thought put into those characters. Not like the rest of them. I like those characters, but I gotta call it like it is. Racist, they didn't give a fuck about those characters. I'm saying only now it's coming out because being black is popular once again. So again, white people are gonna profit off of the back of us. And not only the white people doing it, the black people trying to do it too. Hashtag Monique. Beloved, I need you to boycott Netflix.
Yeah, I know that.
Let me think about that for a second.
Hold on. Let me think for a minute. Hold on. My favorite episode of Jedi. Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Hold on, please. Hey, we're on hold for like 12 hours.
Yeah, man. So we actually made it past 2 hours. I'm actually very, very shocked. I did not think we were gonna make past 2 hours. I really didn't. I was like, man, this was a slow news week. Really shit popping off, and I didn't really come up with all the topics until like Sunday evening, for real. So it just so happened that Saturday, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it was news that had popped out for me to talk about. Otherwise, I do have a new Saturday post though. I do have a new Saturday post. I am glad about that. So Saturdays, I basically don't have to do much because I'm in an area where not much traffic, and I have places to sit with air conditioner and heater and drinking fountains and shit. So I am happy about that. Thank you, white woman, for putting me at the Cross County 2 on Saturdays.
You stupid.
Anyways, I'm cool, man. I ain't got nothing else. Like I say, we stretched it out for as long as I could, and hell, honestly, I don't even feel like staying on here no longer. So, back here. With your blue do-rag on, how can the people reach you?
Whatever, nigga. Great ass white beater.
Nigga, this is great, nigga. This is great.
I'm a great white beater. You can beat me at Lady
This
Q.
juice, nigga. This juice.
You stupid. Lady Q 1502 at Instagram. Also reach me at Arthur R. Quarles on Facebook and also OFG. We'll provide the series. Still available on Amazon. It's been getting some good. So just check it out. Book 4 is gonna be better than book 1, 2, and 3. You got any questions?
I just got the usual, man. Everyone for YouTube. Obviously, you're already here, so there was obviously no need to promote that. But you can be on the gram at The Overweight Lover. That's the letter D, OVR, WEIGHT, LVR. That's The Overweight Lover on Instagram. You can reach me on Facebook, King David Landrum. And follow my business page, Moor St. Louis, MOOR, Lawns, ST Louis, St. Louis. And that's it, man. Been wearing that socially conscious St. Louis shirt pretty heavy. I can't wait for it to get a little bit warmer. That's all we'll be doing this year is just rocking our apparel. So we're going to have the St. Louis conscious shirts. We're going to get some more and printed up.
That's what's up.
He got an upgrade in his equipment. So whenever I feel like putting an order with him, I could do that. He got the vinyl cutters now. Shout out to Ronnie Harris. That's get the shirts for as well as him and his homeboy, but I forget what the name of their company is right now.
That's what's up.
He said he got the vinyl cutters. So I'm gonna be rocking all the St. Louis conscious shirts. Got some other shit too, man, that we gonna try to do. Yeah. We're gonna do something with the Webster's White Man Dictionary.
Yeah, he's so good.
We're gonna do something with the Obamacare podcast. We're gonna figure that out. And a pack of Instant Ghetto. I'm gonna figure that one out too. I'm gonna get those shirts made up. Get some designs made up, put them on some shirts. Get some apparel going.
That's what's up, man.
Might as well, nigga. I ain't like you, Monique, waiting on the white man to do some shit for me.
You ain't got to say white man like that. You ain't got to
The
pronounce
white
it
man.
ignorant.
White locks, nigga, I ain't worried about no whitey locks. Think I'm worried about whitey locks, Monique?
Apparently.
Too old to be worried about whitey locks. You know whitey locks don't fuck with you. Why you keep doing that to yourself? Why you keep going around people who don't fuck with you? That's
a very good question.
They don't fuck with you, Monique. Do your own thing.
I don't mess with you.
Right. Niggas too lazy, man. You so busy running your mouth about why people ain't treating you right. Well, if they not treating you right, then how about you create your own platform?
I agree. Yeah, man.
Whatever, man. I could be wrong. Maybe we should just not create our own platforms, continue to beg the white man for jobs in our lives, i.e. Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
You're begging your oppressor to see value in your life, which he has never seen, so fuck Black Lives. I don't support it in any way, shape, or form. I don't even support the chant, the mantra. I don't support it. Not at all. This is episode 9, and we're out.
Peace.
Till next time.